There is something about the flesh. The flesh can become denatured and start having a pattern around itself. So a particular time of every day, the flesh begins to yearn for something that the person does every day around that time. It becomes an altar that commands worship at a particular time. And so the only thing that can help the addiction that has come upon our generation is revival. I saw that the interest of the fallen cherub is no longer with us. I saw that his labors is now with the children in nursery 1, 2, and 3. That is where the effort of darkness is projecting now. For us, they have gotten those who are prisoners, they are already in prison. Those who are addicts are already addicts. Those who are pretenders are already pretenders. Those who are hypocrites are already hypocrites. Those who are living double standard with chain on their hand and wearing tie physically, they have put everybody in their area. They just want you to continue living like that till you die and go to hell, and men will think you are with God, but only them know that they have trapped you forever. There are many of us here. Satan no longer tempts you. Your temptation comes out of the abundance of your heart now, because he has loaded your heart with many content. All he needs is to press play in your heart and a temptation will stream out. You can be inside church here, and all the pornographic video you watched many years ago, the devil stored it like a hard drive in your inside. All he needs is to touch it. He will just play one picture and suddenly nothing is tempting you here. Your temptation is inside. You are dying from within. Satan knows now, I don't need to put any of my luminary, any of my lieutenants around you. I will leave you. Your normal state of life will be seen, because a man is not different from the state of his heart. You are not different from your heart. Your heart is not different from you. For as you think in your heart, so you are. Some of us, it has taken the devil for the past 20 years of our life. He has been mentoring things into our soul, putting things in our hearts, from movies to videos. Now your one challenge is the things I want to do, I don't see myself doing them. You cannot be doing something that is not in your heart. And so the real things that have equipped and loaded your heart is all these things that defy. The Bible says whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are pure. The emphasis is that meditate only on this kind of things, because if any other thing enter your heart, you will not do what you want to do. You will do what is in your heart. Fashion sense. What trending fashion is literal pornography, so that you don't need to watch pornographic video before your heart is defied. They are making the world more filthy by the day, so that it will be harder and harder and harder. He has removed his eyes from our generation. For us now, we are like the army of the Lord that has become dry bones in the valley of bones. God have seen how sin has reduced his great captains into dry bones. And once again, he will carry a prophet and say, Son of man, can these bones live again? He is fighting our children in the nursery schools now. He is corrupting them through cartoons, through failed parenting. He is bringing slave queen and Yahoo boy to marry so that they will produce an ungodly seed. And that will be one of the greatest education of your child, because no matter what you tell your child, he has a friend he will spend time with. And not all children come from godly homes. Mind you, it is easier to pull a man down than to draw a man up. So the battle your children will face, if you don't cry for revival this night, and you don't cry for an atmosphere that can arrest, an atmosphere that can compel, what you will see will shock you. Currently, you hear of strange things and you say, God forbid. You have not heard of abominations yet. They are already denaturing the heart of the little ones. Have you gone to SS1 recently? You will find what they know, you don't know it. What they have entered, you have never dreamt of it. And SS1 girl was crying to me that she had had 3 abortions. 3. SS1. What will she do when she is in 100 level? Where will she have entered? A spirit intentionally denaturing us. Then they now remove their eyes from us, because now we have entered cruise mode of sin. Our normal life now is sin, because they have mentored us successfully. They don't want They are not bothered about us again. Their interest is those little ones, those fresh ones. You burn the fish when it is still fresh. So they want to denature them now. There are some of you here, Jesus is calling you into children ministry. You are ignoring it. You are ignoring it. And every time you see children, your heart will burn for them. You want to tell them about the kingdom. Jesus has given you wisdom on how to break the gospel down into methods that they can understand and feed them quickly. But you are ignoring it. You don't know that war is in that mission field. Children are already being mentored into hell. There are children that are already fornicators, but they will not fornicate yet until their secondary sexual appendages is developed. But from now, the spirit of lust has arrested them already. He's just waiting for time for them to mature so that he can begin to use them. And if we want revival, if what we are crying for, you will pray beyond yourself. You will begin to pray for the helpless. You will begin to pray for the helpless children who don't have a voice to pray yet. You will stand like a wall over them. How can you pray for them when you yourself, you are a prisoner? They have locked you up. You know there's nothing you have not done to be free. Yet every attempt, they show you that you are a prisoner. You are a prisoner. We have finished your case already. We are done with you. We are just waiting for you to die and go to hell. But tonight somebody will cry. Will thou not revive us again, so that thy people may rejoice?
My generation is ready for your new wave of revival. Yeah, my generation is ready. Oh Lord, yeah, for your new wave of revival.
I speak to dry bones. Dry bones. Every situation that reduced you into bones.
For your new wave of revival. Let it pour like rain. Let it pour like fire.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Is this how much you want to pray?
Let it pour like rain. Oh, let it pour like fire. Let it pour like rain. Let it pour like rain. My generation is ready. My generation is ready for your new wave. For your new wave of revival. For your new wave of revival. Let it pour like rain. Let it pour like rain. Let it pour like fire. Let it pour like fire. Let it pour like rain. 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 Let it pour like fire. Let it pour like rain. Let it pour like fire. Let it pour like rain. Let it pour like